When recording in dual mono mode, D.Mono in the Marantz menu, the audio recorded into channel 1 of your recorder is duplicated over to channel 2, but at a lower volume. This acts as a safety copy that hopefully, due to its lower volume, can be used as a backup in the event the audio you're recording becomes louder than anticipated and distorts. When you import a dual mono clip into Pro Tools, it looks like a regular stereo file. If we look over at the clip list, you can see the name of the file that I've imported and right next to it, stereo. Rather than separate the two channels at the very beginning like I might if there was only sound on one side of the recording, I want to keep both of these recordings until I'm in a good place or until I know there's no distortion in my recording. So I'm simply going to drag this file into my timeline and let Pro Tools create a stereo track for me. If we look at the recording, we can tell that the left channel, which is the top waveform here, is significantly louder than the bottom waveform, which is the right channel. The right channel in this instance is our safety copy. So in this recording, we have a moment where the sound has become distorted, and I'm going to show you how to deal with that. So I'm going to play this file, but as a warning, be cautious. This section here is going to be a little loud, and you're only going to hear most of the sound on the left-hand speaker of your headphones, which is on the left side of your stereo file. In the event any of your audio becomes distorted, you can use this second channel as a safety. So what we need to do is that we need to get rid of the distorted part of the signal and replace it with the undistorted copy of the signal, which is on our safety channel. To do this, I'm going to right-click on the name of the track and choose Split into Mono. This is going to take each channel of the stereo clip, give it its own track, each separate from the other. After I've done this, I can simply delete my first track and the contents in the first track. I won't be needing it anymore. The first thing that we need to do is change the panning assignment of each of these tracks. When I split the stereo track into two mono tracks, it panned the left channel to the left and the right channel to the right. We want them both to play into the center. So I'm just going to hold Option and left click in each of these pan boxes and reset them to the center. Now I'm going to mute channel 2. We don't really need to hear that right now. The next thing that we need to do is group both of these clips together. If you need to know how to group clips together, please see my other video, Pro Tools Basics number 12, Clip Grouping. The link for that is in the description below. Now that we've got the second channel muted and these grouped, we're going to be able to edit this freely while keeping the synchronicity of the two clips together. So as I listen to this, and as I'm editing, then the first channel, which is on the left side of your stereo file. In the event any of your audio, we want to make sure that we can get rid of this distorted section of audio. So I'm just going to create an edit at the very beginning of it, and at the very end. What I'm going to do next is ungroup the center part that I've made an edit with here. I'm going to delete the distorted section. As I don't have any other distorted clips in this, I'm going to go ahead and ungroup everything really quick. If I had a longer piece or if I had more sections of distortion in the example recording or in anything that I did record, I would simply keep going through the editing process until I found everything I needed to replace. So now that we have this, I'm going to delete the extra content that I don't need on either of these sides. And now I'm going to unmute this track so we can hear the backup copy in lieu of the distorted copy that we just removed, which is on the left side of your stereo file. In the event any of your audio becomes distorted, you can use this second channel as a safety. So now that I know that that sounds good, I'm just going to drag this clip back up to this timeline here. I'm going to adjust the clip gain to match in volume the other surrounding clips. I should only have to do this once, and when I play back the finished edit, which is on the left side of your stereo file, you can use this second channel as a safety. So now that I know that that sounds good, I'm just going to drag this clip back up to this timeline here. I'm going to adjust the clip gain to match in volume the other surrounding clips. I should only have to do this once, and when I play back the finished edit, which is on the left side of your stereo file. In the event any of your audio becomes distorted, You can use this second channel as a safety. Simply edit out the distorted portion of the recording, and that's it. We don't need this extra track anymore, so I'm going to go ahead and delete that. And now I can continue to edit my recording as if there were no distortion at all. And that's one way you can use and edit dual mono files in Pro Tools.